Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The Texas Department of Transportation Corpus Christi District would like to welcome you to the pre-recorded virtual public meeting for the two proposed overpass projects on SH-35. The first proposed project would construct an overpass on SH-35 at Corpus Christi Street in Aransas County, Texas, and the second proposed project would construct an overpass on SH-35 at Oak Lane in San Patricio and Aransas Counties, Texas. The public involvement goals for the proposed project include providing public involvement opportunities for stakeholders, roadway users, and the general community to engage with the project team and share feedback and to update those interested in the project process and timeline. Given the unique circumstance of the COVID-19 outbreak, along with our commitment to protecting public health during this national emergency, TxDOT is conducting this virtual public meeting to avoid in-person contact. At this time, the virtual format will be in lieu of an in-person public meeting. The presentation will cover the same information the Corpus Christi District would have shared at an in-person public meeting. However, the comment process for this virtual public meeting will be different from what we normally conduct at an in-person meeting and will be explained shortly. All project information can be found on the TxDOT website. The project webpage for this virtual public meeting is www.txdot.gov. Search SH35 Overpass. This virtual public meeting presents the information for two proposed overpass projects on SH35. The first proposed project is located at the intersection of SH35 and Corpus Christi Street in Aransas County, Texas. The project would extend 0.75 miles north and south of the Corpus Christi Street and SH35 intersection for a project length of approximately 1.5 miles. The second proposed project is located at the intersection of SH35 and Oak Lane in San Patricio and Aransas Counties, Texas. The project would extend 0.8 miles east and 0.6 miles west of the Oak Lane and SH35 intersection for a project length of approximately 1.4 miles. No new right-of-way is required for either project. TxDOT is proposing to construct these overpasses for several reasons. The projects would improve safety by providing an overpass to separate local and through traffic on SH35. Conflict points arise when there is a mixing of highway and local traffic. Vehicles crossing the intersection is especially dangerous when visibility is reduced due to rain or fog. For SH35 at Oak Lane, these issues are increased due to limited sight distance and speeding. Both projects would also improve hurricane evacuation response by constructing a shoulder which could become a hurricane evacuation lane when needed. Both projects would improve drainage by regrading the existing ditches. 2 detention areas would be constructed at the Oak Lane overpass. TxDOT evaluated crash data for the proposed Corpus Christi Street overpass by reviewing crashes that had occurred on SH35 between 16th Street and Market Street. 101 total crashes were recorded between February 2011 and March of 2021. 2 of these crashes resulted in a fatality, and 6 were suspected to have resulted in serious injury. TxDOT evaluated crash data for the proposed Oak Lane overpass by reviewing crashes that had occurred on SH35 between FM 1069 and 0.5 mile northeast of Oak Lane. 123 total crashes were recorded between February 2011 and March of 2021. 7 of these crashes resulted in a fatality, and 8 were suspected to have resulted in serious injury. Existing conditions along SH35 at Corpus Christi Street include 2 12-foot wide lanes in each direction, 10-foot wide outside shoulders, and 4-foot wide inside shoulders. No bicycle or pedestrian accommodations are currently available. Following construction of the Corpus Christi Street overpass, the existing northbound and southbound roadways would become frontage roads. No pedestrian or bicycle facilities would be constructed. The proposed project would construct the overpass within the existing SH35 grassy median within the existing TxDOT right-of-way. Additional right-of-way would not be required for the proposed project. The overpass would include 2 12-foot wide lanes in each direction with 12-foot wide outside shoulders and 4-foot wide inside shoulders as shown in the proposed typical section. The northbound and southbound main lanes would be separated by a concrete traffic barrier. The 12-foot wide outside shoulders would be designated and striped as an evacuation lane. Direct access across SH35 at Griffith Street would be removed. This graphic shows the proposed overpass design at SH35 at Corpus Christi Street. The project begins west of Griffith Drive and ends near Mallard Street. The project would also include regrading the existing ditches throughout the project limits to improve drainage within the project area. Existing conditions along SH35 at Oak Lane include two 12-foot wide lanes in each direction, 10-foot wide outside shoulders, and 4-foot wide inside shoulders. No bicycle or pedestrian accommodations are currently available. Following construction of the Oak Lane overpass, the existing northbound and southbound roadways would become frontage roads. No pedestrian or bicycle facilities would be constructed. The proposed project would construct the overpass within the existing SH35 grassy median within the existing TxDOT right-of-way. Additional right-of-way would not be required. The overpass would include two 12-foot lanes in each direction with 10-foot outside shoulders and 4-foot to 8-foot inside shoulders. The northbound and southbound main lanes would be separate bridge structures with a grassy median between them. The existing crossover at Southern Oaks Drive would be removed and a new crossover would be constructed at Resendes Road. The crossover at Marshall Lane and Jenna Lane would be removed. After construction of the overpass, vehicles would still be able to enter eastbound SH35 from Marshall Lane and westbound SH35 from Gina Lane. This graphic shows the proposed overpass design at SH35 at Oak Lane. The project begins north of Resendes Road and ends near Owens Lane. This graphic shows a close-up view of the proposed detention areas for this project. The current design includes two water detention areas, which are located underneath the proposed overpass at Oak Lane. The project would also include regrading the existing ditches throughout the project limits. The detention areas and regraded ditches are anticipated to improve drainage within the project area. The Corpus Christi Overpass project has an estimated construction cost of approximately $15 million. The project is scheduled for letting in April 2023. Construction is estimated to begin in the summer of 2023 and end in the spring of 2025. The Oak Lane Overpass project has an estimated construction cost of approximately $23 million. The project is scheduled for letting in August 2021. Construction is estimated to begin in the fall of 2021 and end in the fall of 2022. The environmental review, consultation, and other actions required by applicable federal environmental laws for this project are being or have been carried out by TxDOT pursuant to 23 U.S.C. 327 and a Memorandum of Understanding dated December 9, 2019, and executed by FHWA and TxDOT. Currently, it is anticipated that both projects would be cleared as categorical exclusions, meaning the projects are not anticipated to have a significant effect on the human or natural environment. Studies will be conducted on potential impacts to environmental issues such as archaeological resources, non-archaeological historic properties, community impacts and environmental justice, air quality, biological resources including threatened and endangered species and habitat, waters of the United States including wetlands, floodplains and floodways, hazardous materials, traffic noise. The projects would be designed to avoid or minimize impacts to the greatest amount practicable. Technical reports documenting the analysis and conclusions of these studies will be available for review once completed. TxDOT is committed to continuing our efforts to gain public feedback about this project. We understand this virtual public meeting format is a bit different, so let's take a few minutes and explain the comment process, which is the most important part of this video. Given our current COVID-19 situation, the Corpus Christi District is asking the public to provide their comments in the following ways. You can email your comments to kimberly.amy@txdot.gov. You can download a comment form from www.txdot.gov and mail your comments to Texas Department of Transportation, attention Kimberly Amy, 1701 South Padre Island Drive, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78416. While comments are always welcome, they must be received on or before Friday, June 11, 2021 to be included in the official meeting documentation. The public may call project staff at 361-808-2509 during regular office hours or email project staff at any time in the project development process with additional questions or comments. Thank you for attending the SH35 virtual public meeting. Please remember to submit your comments by Friday, June 11th, 2021.